Hey guys, today's video is all about fidget spinners, the new craze that is taking over the world, well at least the internet. I wanted to get in on the craze and show you guys how to turn plain, boring fidget spinners into colorful, fun, water marbled ones. If you like fidget spinners, give this video a thumbs up. Let's try to get 10,000 likes. And if you're not caught up with my videos yet, I did just post a DIY on how to create this beautiful mandala tapestry behind me. I'll link that below, along with my newest Reckless journal that features mermaid crunchy slime. Now, without further ado, let's get on into dipping the spinners. I got all these fidget spinners for $5 a piece from a store called Five Below. But despite them being all the exact same price, they are not created equally, as you can see from this little spin test here. So if you have the advantage of seeing the fidget spinners physically in person as you shop for them, as opposed to getting them off of Amazon, even though they have some bomb fidget spinners, I ordered some. If you want to see them in a future video, let me know in the comment section. But anyway, the one with the green metal bearings is one that I recommend looking for because that one spins the longest every single time I do the test. My cat was mostly uninterested in these, so no cool video of him for his channel, I guess. After I got all the spinners together, I went ahead and gathered all my colors of spray paint, which you can see here. And by the way, in the past I did a video just solely on water marbling other things, so you don't have to do a fidget spinner. I did paper and it turned into this really pretty artwork that I have displayed on my bulletin board. I will link that below if you're interested, but now back to this video. You'll want some gloves and a large container filled with warm water. I have that set up outside on my balcony to minimize the spray paint fumes as best as I can, and it's also very helpful to wear a mask because this stuff really stinks and I try to avoid using spray paint as much as possible. Shake up each can of spray paint really well. Then one at a time, or you could hold one in each hand and do two together at once, you're going to spray the paint directly into the water. I'm using 3 colors for my first one and alternating between them. I'm just leaving the fidget spinner whole at this point. I didn't take any of the pieces out, but I'll show you later on, just coming up very soon, that you could take the pieces out and just color paint the plastic part. Once you have enough spray paint in the water and there's a spot that you really want to get onto the fidget spinner, you're going to dip it, and of course wear gloves for this. I'm also using a pair of tweezers. After the dip, it's really easy to get the paint off the surface of the water that you didn't use. I'm just taking tweezers here. You could use a paper towel and basically just gather all the loose paint that you can get. You can keep reusing this water again and again. I have the painted spinner sitting on a paper towel outside so it can dry, and it didn't stick to the paper. The reason that I tested out that fidget spinner first and didn't take any of the pieces out is because it failed the spin test every time. It is the weakest link, so I didn't really care if it got ruined. But for this one, I did take out the bearings, one because they're different colors and I want those colors to be visible after the paint, and 2 because I didn't know if the water would ruin the spinner at this point. So I took out these 3 bearings, and it was a little bit difficult, not gonna lie, especially with having long nails. So if you're someone who has kind of longer nails, it's going to be more difficult. But you can use something like the end of a marker to help you push them out, or you can get really technical and use heavy-duty tools to help you as well. The little plastic cap pieces in the center seem to pop off really easily, so those you shouldn't have any problems with. I think they're called finger pads. I'm not positive, but I heard another person call them that on YouTube, so I don't know. But I could not for the life of me pop out this center bearing, so I decided to just put those finger pads back on, and then the cool thing about that is the plastic is going to get colored on those as well, so it won't just be plain white in the center and then the rest be colored, you know? I used 2 shades of a light turquoisey blue for this. And if you do decide to leave the bearings in and the finger pads on, be sure to pop them off while the fidget spinner is drying after it's painted, because you don't want any water to get stuck in the ball bearings inside that middle section especially. Are you biting the door, Leo? Sorry if you hear any noise, my cat is biting stuff. Now moving on to the third dip, I included a glittery purple spray paint in this and it turned out so cool. By the way, if you're not subscribed yet and you enjoy this video and think you'll enjoy some of my other DIYs and slime and fidget spinner related videos, then please click that button to join the family. I usually post 2 brand new videos every single week. And for the fourth dip, I used a metallic silvery spray paint. It's called Nickel, and I can list the spray paints that I used below if any of you guys are interested. I let all the painted spinners sit out in the sun for a few hours, and when I brought them in, I actually used a blow dryer to make sure that all the little water droplets were away from the inside pieces and weren't sitting in there to let it rust or anything. So now, to the best of my knowledge, they're completely dry, and if there is any paint on the inside that's too bulky, you can use some sort of file to get that out, maybe sandpaper or a nail file. This is some sort of beading tool, but it's rough, so it worked. Now I'm popping all the bearings back into the fidget spinner, and if it is too difficult to do, you could use the help of a hammer. Just be careful that you don't crack the plastic or anything. Then I snapped the 2 finger pads back into place, and here is proof that it still works even though water and paint could have possibly gotten into the center. It's all out now, but I think it works really well. So if you can't get the center bearing out, don't worry about it too much. So out of the 4 in this video that I painted, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. They all still spin really well for a $5 spinner, I'd say. So nothing really changed by dipping them in the water. I don't think anything got ruined. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. I know not all of you are very thrilled to see a fidget spinner pop up in your subscription box again, because I mean they're all over, but there are a ton of people who do enjoy it, so I do want to keep up with the trends here and, you know, make slime and fidget spinner type things, but I will also do other crafts and DIYs. Let me know if you like this background or my other one that has the gallery wall and the calendar. Can you guys believe that it's June? How is it the 6th month of the year already? Gotta show you the hedgehog of the month. Oh, there it goes. I'm posting again on Sunday, so I hope to see you back here. Have a great rest of the day. Goodbye. I shouldn't be allowed to have things in my hand. Very distracting.